Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Start already?
Start.
Okay. Today I'm here to give you the briefing. How to get a job, the ODH job to Hong Kong. And today may be your lucky day because after today's interview, if you qualify, many of you will have a chance to work as domestic helpers in Hong Kong. I'm sure that you know some of the basics, but I will give you the full details today so that you are well prepared for this job. And the first thing about the presentation, why you should apply that from us. Our company in Hong Kong named the Pacific Jet Consultants. Actually, our accreditation here is Infinity with a Waytech Consultant. Waytech Consultant is our branch office in Hong Kong, but because we have a different branch, the one we are dealing with employer, that means the employer knows us only by this name, Pacific Jet Consultant. Okay? So when they select you, they only know that you are from this company. But our accreditation here is a Waytech Consultant, and you don't have to worry. Definitely, we are legal, right? And I am Mr. Chan. I'm the principal there in Hong Kong. I will take care of your business, give you the job orders, and to work in Hong Kong. Okay. So in this presentation, we will tell you what we will promise you, the direct and indirect benefit of working in Hong Kong, our company's background and our customer, and from today, your job application to getting a job order, and then explore your working journey to Hong Kong, and our follow-up services to you in Hong Kong. Why you choose us? Because we can give you job very fast, from a few days to within 1 month, and then 2 months, waiting for your visa, and then you will be going to Hong Kong. And as I say, we are a very reputable company, and we can give you the job very fast. Today is Tuesday, so when I go back on Wednesday or start setting the file the following day, on Thursday and onward, Friday, Saturday, some of you will receive phone call from the employers. They want to confirm. They will interview you on the phone. So make sure your telephone number you put down is correct, all right? And also, make sure you carry your phone and answer the long distance call, and from first day onward. Make sure you answer properly and don't ask, you answer questions, but don't ask questions, because your stupid question may cause you lose the chance. When you have done that, then it is the choice of the employer to decide you get the job or you don't. Usually, if they interview you, your chance is good and you will get it. And also, we advise you, we also talk about that later. When they give you the job order, you better accept, okay? Because you never know when will be your second chance. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Not only we give you a job, but also we give you a better job than average. We will explain that later. With nice employer. We follow the law, no placement fee. But you are responsible for medical and miscellaneous expenses in Philippines. And nowadays, the fee that you pay is very, very reasonable. So that is not negotiable. You must follow. Okay? We have cases that the girl keep questioning and show some very hostile attitude or poor attitude, then this agent advises us to cancel your job order, and we will do, because I don't know you that well. I rely on this agent, my partner, to monitor your performance. If they feel you are not the right type and advise me to cancel, I will. Alright? So, it is better for you to be honest and follow all the instructions in order to go to Hong Kong. The direct and indirect benefits working in Hong Kong. So nowadays the wage is $4,520 per month, and the exchange rate is around 7. So basically you are earning 31,000 per month. Definitely you won't earn that in Philippines, right?
Yes, sir.
Even your husband, boyfriend, or even some manager do not earn that much. And also, in Philippines, when you earn your salary, you have to pay tax. You have many operation expenses, your travel allowance, your food expenses, everything, right? But in Hong Kong, you don't have to pay tax. This is a net income. And then you have a free meal, free watering, free medical. Everything is included. So that's why it becomes so attractive. And that's why so many of you are here, right?
Yes, sir.
And for 2 years, you are earning 750,000. That means if you finish your contract, that is how much you're earning in total. So this is a very, very attractive income. You can easily remit 28,000 back home. Hong Kong is close to the Philippines, only 2 hours flight. I always say that if you are terminated in the morning, you can be back home nighttime. Huh? Hong Kong's labor law is very protective to workers. You are treated as one of the local workers. You will receive 7 days annual leave. So in 2 years, you have 14 days. And you have 1 day off per week. So within a year, you have 52 days off. And then you are entitled to 12 public holidays per year after you finish 3 years working in Hong Kong. So I have done some calculation. Actually, within 1 year, all your holidays included, you have almost 2 months. No need to work. Okay? It is very different from other countries like Middle East or Taiwan or Singapore. Like in Middle East, you don't even have any day off, right? So Hong Kong on this side is very generous. I already said you have a free medical meal boarding. And then you have a long-term service fee. If you finish 5 years with the same employer, you will get almost 4 months salary as a bonus by the time you leave. But this condition only applies if they terminate you. If after 5 years you resign or something, then you don't entitle to this long service fee. This job is for 2 years, but they can terminate you anytime. We have seen cases the girl terminate within 1 day. Okay? 1 week, 1 month. If you make serious mistake, you don't get 1 month's salary in lieu. But normally, if they terminate you, they have to give you 1 month's salary in lieu, or give you 1 month's notice. Same thing applies. If you don't like the job, you want to leave the employer, you can leave, you can step down immediately, but you have to pay back the employer 1 month's salary, or give them 1 month notice. Okay? If you have a dispute with the employer, then you go to the labor department. You know, don't come back to me. I cannot solve your labor dispute with the employer. This is the job of the labor department in Hong Kong. All right? But we can advise you. That's for sure. The indirect benefits working in Hong Kong, actually for many competent, ambitious workers, they take Hong Kong as a stepping stone to Canada market. Because Canada also needs a domestic helper, and they provide even better wage because you're earning Canadian dollars, okay? And if you finish working in Hong Kong, actually it's very fast to get, I mean, you work in Hong Kong and then you get a visa, very fast, you go to Canada. Many helpers, they work a few years and they go to Canada. We have many cases like that. But may I remind you, when you are working in the employer's house, you never mention about this matter, because no employer like you're working here and your mind is going somewhere. If they find out and they terminate you, then you get nothing. You have to come home, okay? And if you are back home, then your application to Canada is very difficult. The working experience in Hong Kong is variable. If you build up a good relationship with your employer, then you finish contract or you have some emergency matter, you have to go home, it is better that you get a reference from your employer. Then it is quite easy for you to go back to Hong Kong to work again or work for the same employer again. Like my helper, she used to work for me for 3 years, and she got to go home to have baby. And then her sister came to work for me for 7 years. And then later, I still take back the same girl. And now she's still working in my house. And it's getting to be the 3rd contract. So it depends on you. Most employers, they like a loyal, hardworking, caring helper. And you build up a good relationship, then they will take care of you for a long time. You should not be feeling homesick because there is a very large Filipino community in Hong Kong. Over 180,000 Filipinos working in Hong Kong. And there are many supporting groups in Hong Kong to help you, like the church, the consulate, the agency, not mention about the labor department, police department. So you are very safe. Okay? And you can go out anywhere, 1 day in a week. Okay? So actually you can see many places, including this here. Our company, Pacific Debt Consultants, and our customer, we established over 20 years with high reputation. We established us since 1998, so actually it's over 20 years. Since day one, we focus on Filipino domestic helper, and we recruit over 10,000 helpers to Hong Kong. Every month, we can send out 30, 40 workers there, okay? That's why some of you probably come here referred by your friends because they're already in Hong Kong and they enjoy the job there and they refer you to come here. We are one of the most favorite popular agents for customers, for employers to hire Filipino domestic helper. And we also provide many follow-up service to both employers and the helpers. We got good customers, partly because we are located in Causeway Bay. Causeway Bay is the heart of the Hong Kong island. And we get customers throughout the whole city, but mainly from the Hong Kong island. And the customer from Hong Kong island, they are the rich, the upper class, upper middle class, so they can provide better working conditions for you. Our neighborhood is one of the best in town. Our neighborhood is like the Repulse Bay, Stanley, the Peak, you know, the Taikoo Shing. Probably some who have been in Hong Kong, you know, but for the rest, you will know that after you arrive in Hong Kong. Our customers, they are educated, civilized, and polite. And most of them, they are professional in their industry. We got the doctors, lawyers, bankers, engineers. So your living environment will be about average because your employers, they come from middle or upper middle class. But by saying that, still, Hong Kong is a very tiny, crowded island. So living condition in average is not that much. Most likely you share room with the children or with one elder. And if you're lucky, then you will have your own quarter. But if you insist on getting a private quarter in order to have this job, then you may go. Okay? I don't have such condition. I have too many applicants ready to take up your job. So I'm not here to negotiate with you what kind of working condition you will have. Whatever we give you, you take. Okay? You never know which one is better than the others. Okay? Our customer, they build a large network. And we have many job orders because our workers, we send out, they are doing good, they like them, so they keep coming back to us, they refer their friends to us. So that's why I'm here. I have to make sure the one I take, they are really qualified. Okay? And also, at least based on my screening, you know, that you have nothing wrong. If I already spot that there's something wrong with you, then definitely I will ask you to go away. Okay? I have more than enough to apply. So your contract is for 2 years. But since they are good employers, many of you can renew your contract. Some of my helpers, they renew the contract more than 6, 7 times. Okay? Some work over 10 years, 15 years with the same employer. So they become rich. Okay? So how long you work with the employer all depends on you, not me. Many say that the girls, after a few years, they change. Well, that's your problem. Especially some of you getting financial problem, keep borrowing money, you know, from the finance company, and then the employer have to fire. That's your problem. You should always spend within your limit. Don't overspend and don't borrow. That should be something you always bear in mind. Understand?
Yes, sir.
From application to job order, what do I do? Today I come here to give you the briefing about how to get a successful interview and in order to get a job offer. And I will do the video shooting. And you are asked to introduce yourself and answer questions. The purpose of the video shooting is to demonstrate your strength and merits to employer. If you are selected, you will be given a job order which explains the condition and requirement of that particular job. You have the right to accept or deny a job order, but we advise you better to accept because you never know when you get the second chance. All right? After you get a job order, then you will go for training and medical checkup in Philippines. And that's why I already said some of you may get it very soon. So we need the helpers, the applicants, to be ready. When I say ready, that means you're physically fit, you have money to go for medical and training. If you don't even have the basic fee, then you should not be here. You should wait until you can prepare the money and you come back. Alright? You should be ready also that you have someone to take care of your family. You don't have a family problem with you. You don't want our helper that bring their problem to Hong Kong. I have seen cases that the girl worker in Hong Kong for just a short while, maybe 1 month, 2 months, they have to go home because they have a family problem. Okay? A family problem that the children not willing to go to school, or you're fighting for the custody of your children. That kind of problem, you should already fix it now, or you have a plan how to fix it. Or even, sometimes your parents get sick, nobody take care of the children. Well, then you should have a plan B, in case something happen like that. How you should handle, right? Otherwise, it's a waste of time going there. Today I will, and after you get the job order, I will come again, explain the detail of the job, and talk to you. I think today many of you have job orders, right?
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand. You see, all of you, if you are nice, the next time you'll be like that. You will have the job order. Like that. So once you arrive in Hong Kong, we will give you a thorough and caring follow-up service, including medical check. So one thing I must remind you, some girls, even you get the job orders, you cannot go there. Why? Because suddenly you find out you're pregnant and nothing will happen. You will lose your chance. You lost your money too. So make sure it won't happen to you. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and my time. Understand?
Yes, sir.
When you're in Hong Kong, you will have another medical. So we have to make sure you are healthy, fit to work. And then we will help you to get the Hong Kong ID right away. When you are there is another orientation program. And in the orientation program, we will tell you what to do, what not to do. We will mail out newsletter to the employer and to you several times a year. That is to guide you the proper working attitude and remind you and something that you have to take precaution and the useful working tips different times of the year. because there are 4 seasons in Hong Kong. No other agents doing that. We are the only one doing the newsletter. And then, when you arrive there, we will give you a free SIM card right away. So you can immediately contact your family. And also, the communication network in Hong Kong is so good. WhatsApp, Trace, all the communication program is there. Once you change your SIM card, you can immediately. Nowadays, no need long distance call. Okay, but one thing I also remind you: when you are working, you should not use your cell phone. Because some girls, they got terminated because of that. They talk too much on the cell phone. They lost a job. We still have a performance incentive program. You will get 2 times bonus, total $300. If you can provide us a good evaluation from the employer. After 3 months and 6 months, you give us back the evaluation form, we will give you a bonus. All right? Consulting assistant. If you have problem, you can call our office or come to our office during the working hours. We open from Tuesday to Sunday. We close on Monday. You are free to come to our office or call us during the office hours. But don't call us midnight, okay? Nobody will answer. Social event. Every year we hold Christmas party. Last year we have a big one. Outside barbecue. Everybody enjoy. Free food, karaoke, dancing, lucky draw. So you will like to join our party. In order to prepare for this job interview, several conditions. Number 1, you should not have medical problem. And you should not hide it from us. If you have something wrong, you better go home, fix it before you come back, because you will not pass the medical examination. Regarding this, also some other requirements. Any one of you here have tattooed on your body? Raise your hand. Tattoo. Well, you better show me later, because if that is a big one, the employer will not accept. If I don't accept, then you may go. Number 2, you should have your family support. You should talk about this, make sure they support you to go abroad. You cannot hide from them. If you do, you're stupid. You should have some money available, because you are required to join training medical. You must be able to produce the fee. We have cases that the girl last minute could not pay the training fee, and then they say, "Oh, can the employer help me pay that?" And then I will pay back after I land on the job. But that is not the policy. Most cases it won't work, and we don't like it. Probably we will already cancel it. All right. Even though in some cases it happened, but definitely that is a very, very last resort. Don't take that chance, okay? That is your obligation to raise the money. If you don't pay on time, then probably we will already cancel. Understand?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot a video. So the qualified one must be the one who can speak fluent English. If you can speak better than me, your chance is pretty good. Worse than me? Probably not. And also, I don't accept someone telling me that I'm nervous, I don't know how to answer questions, then forget it. Go home, practice, and then come back. Okay? Don't tell me in front that you're nervous, you can't answer questions. You know, I have so many who can answer. So if you can't, that means you're not qualified. Okay? Usually employer like someone cheerful, friendly. So in front of the camera, you have to show them that you are cheerful, friendly, some gentle smile. Understand? You should be able to sing a nursery rhyme with action. You know, that is to entertain them, to make the children happy. Some can sing very well. Your application form should be accurate, correct. Okay? If I find out that you're careless, making careless mistake, I may ask you to leave. I just have too many applicants. And also, in your bound data, you must provide accurate, correct information. If you try to hide, and then I find out later, definitely I will disqualify you. Like, how many of you, example, raise your hand? Just only 1, 2, right? So you must put down your information there. You cannot just, you work there before and then you try to skip it. It won't work. We will find out. Okay? You must have 2 years local or overseas domestic helper experience. Put down on your list in your bio data. If you don't, then definitely you may go home because this is a basic requirement. So this is the evaluation form we use. That you give it to the employer. They did the evaluation on you, and that's how you get your bonus. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the bonus we give out to our helpers. Alright?
Yes.
But by saying that, you still have one requirement I did not put down here yet. That is, when you arrive in Hong Kong, after 1 month work, you have to come back to the agent to pay down the workers' fee. That is 450. And that is very minimal. That's only 3,000 pesos. You know, that is totally affordable. Anyone who did not pay, you know, you may lose your job because you may get your employer angry and you're not honorable. Understand?
Yes, sir.
But basically, that covers the content of the interview. Okay? So, finish. Stop.